Hi betting experts, on Saturday March the 15th, very much after the Lord Mayor's show, after a really busy week and a tough Cheltenham. It doesn't get any easier this weekend. It's Kempton and Uttoxeter on ITV, a traditional ITV7, some really competitive handicaps to solve, and none more so than the 3 o'clock where we go for our betting expert daily nap. This is at Uttoxeter, the Midlands Grand National. I'm very strong here on Apple Away from Lucinda Russell's excellent yard. Now, Lucinda had a really good winner at the Cheltenham Festival, Maya Town winning the Ultima earlier in the week. Her horses continue to run really well, and Apple Away's been in the notebook for this race for a very long time. He's around about 7-1 with our sponsor priced up bet. I think it's a more than fair price. I think the key, well, is 4 mile 2 over 3 miles and 3 mile 4 last time out. In fact, at Haydock, his slow jumping proved a real negative in the early stages. He got detached, he ballooned a few fences in a fairly strongly run race, but he did incredibly well to get into contention up the straight behind the well-backed Famous Bridge, just giving best after the last. I think 4 mile 2 will really help him. The much slower tempo will mean his jumping can warm to his task under Derek Fox, and I think he can overpower these up the straight. Good to soft ground at Uttoxeter. I think that'll suit him, and he does look completely unexposed, granted a thorough test of stamina. Plenty of these rivals have been on the go a long time and have definite stamina concerns. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Priced Up Bet, goes in the 3.35 at Uttoxeter, a 2 mile 4 handicap chase, and I think the drop back in trip this time will suit John Joe O'Neill's Fortunate Man. Now, John Joe continues in good form, 3 winners in the last fortnight, and this progressive stayer, well, he just got tired over an extended 3 miles at Carlisle last time out, having been well backed. He's got his quirks. He's a smooth traveller with a tricky head carriage. I think he needs producing late, and this strongly run 2 mile 4 on decent eased spring ground should suit him ideally under John Joe O'Neill Jr. There's loads more to come. He's only run 5 times over fences. Those quirks and idiosyncrasies should be getting ironed out with experience. I think he's a well handicapped horse with a clean round of jumping and a clean run through off a strong gallop. He should go very close here. The remaining 5 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll spin through them as usual in time order, starting at Uttoxeter with the 150, a 2 mile 4 handicap hurdle. Well, Jill Igione is a smooth traveller who will love these decent drying ground conditions from the David Pipe yard. Pipes continues in good form. He's had a really good winter overall. He's had 3 winners in the last fortnight. I think this strongly run race in a big field will suit him. He just got the run of the race against him last time out, but he's still on the upgrade, I think. And Freddie Mitchell, a very good £5 claimer, takes the ride, which should help from a handicapping point of view. Over to Kempton, the 210. It's going to be pretty quick round here this afternoon. Good ground. It's dried out this week. We've not really had any appreciable rain. The forecast is dry and cold on Saturday, and I think Asta La Pasta can take this 210. Now, 2 mile 2 should suit him ideally. He's a strong traveller with a quirk. He's in the notebook for the spring and summer. I think there's more to come from him. He's got Tristan Durrell booked to ease the burden of top weight, taking off that handy £3. I think he should go really close here. Back to Uttoxeter for the 225, a very competitive, huge field for this 2 mile 7 handicap hurdle. I think freshness can count for plenty here with Castle Fort from the Jane Williams yard. He's only run 3 times this season. I think a proper test of stamina in a strongly run race will suit him, and he can carry on improving. He's won 1 and been placed last time out in fair company. He should go really well here with conditions to suit. Back to Kempton for the 245. Well, Classic King comes from a yard who've had a brilliant few months, Emma Lavelle, and this consistent chaser is bound to give his running again. I don't pretend that he's the best handicapped horse in this race. He's been inching up the weights for some good placed efforts in recent months, but he's got Ben Jones booked fresh from that brilliant ride at Cheltenham and Holt Colliers for Rebecca Menzies, and I think he's bound to go well and give his running again, which is important at this late stage of the jump season. And finally, back to Kempton, the 320. Well, Bad let us down on several occasions before absolutely bolting up last time out. I think the key was 2 things: this course and distance, sharp, right-handed on spring ground. He was a revelation, and they rode him with a great deal more patience than previously, used his cruising speed from off the pace to come through smoothly under a brilliant, really good ride from Ben Jones, who's up again this afternoon. Now, the negatives and the reason you're getting a fair price, he's gone up £9 in one hit, which will put plenty of people off, but I suspect with a quirky horse like Bad, it's not about weights and measures, it's whether he turns up in the same mood, and the Pauling Yard continue in great form. Best of luck with all 7 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts. And please do remember to check out our sponsor, Priced Up Bet, with loads of boosts on all the Saturday racing.